Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Have you ever confidently aced a test in your head, only to be met with a disappointing grade? Planned a quick grocery run for milk, but somehow ended up with a cart full of random items? These are just a few examples of how our brains can sometimes lead us astray. So, what's the culprit behind these situations? Yes, it's cognitive biases. Before we dive deeper, if you're curious about how our minds work and want to learn strategies to make better decisions, hit that subscribe button and join our community. We explore fascinating topics related to psychology and provide practical tips to outsmart our mental shortcuts. Now, imagine your brain as a super efficient manager, constantly bombarded with information. To keep things running smoothly, it takes shortcuts called cognitive biases. These mental shortcuts can be helpful at times, allowing us to make quick decisions without overthinking. However, these biases can also lead us to errors in judgment, impacting various aspects of our lives. Today, we'll delve deeper into this phenomenon, explore different types of biases, and discover how we can become more aware of their influence. So, what are cognitive biases? Our brains are wired to conserve energy. Cognitive biases act as filters, simplifying complex situations by using mental shortcuts based on past experiences, emotions, or readily available information. While these shortcuts can be beneficial in everyday situations, they can also lead us to misinterpret information, make poor choices, and hinder critical thinking. Let's explore some common cognitive biases and see how they can impact our judgment. Confirmation bias. We tend to favor information that confirms our existing beliefs and disregard evidence that contradicts them. For example, if you believe a politician is untrustworthy, you might focus only on negative news stories about them, overlooking any positive information. Availability bias. We judge the likelihood of events based on how easily examples come to mind. For instance, after seeing a news report about a car accident, we might overestimate the danger of driving, neglecting the fact that car accidents are statistically rare. Sunk cost fallacy. We cling to failing decisions or situations simply because we've already invested time, money, or effort. This can lead to continuing a relationship that isn't working or holding onto a losing investment. And, what's the real-world impact? Cognitive biases can influence various aspects of our lives. For example, in finances, holding onto a stock due to the sunk cost fallacy or falling victim to marketing tactics that exploit confirmation bias. Relationships. Misinterpreting a partner's silence as negativity, confirmation bias, or continuing an unhealthy relationship due to emotional investment. Decision-making. Rushing into choices based on readily available information, availability bias, or overlooking crucial details due to anchoring bias, focusing too heavily on the first piece of information presented. The good news is that simply being aware of cognitive biases is the first step towards mitigating their influence. Here are some strategies to become more mindful of these mental shortcuts. Slow down. Don't rush into decisions. Take time to gather information, consider different perspectives, and weigh the pros and cons before making a choice. Seek diverse viewpoints. Surround yourself with people who hold different views and challenge your way of thinking. Engage in constructive discussions and be open to considering alternative viewpoints. Fact-check information. Don't rely solely on the first piece of information you encounter. Verify information from credible sources and be critical of information that appeals solely to your emotions or confirms existing beliefs. Cognitive biases are a fascinating aspect of human psychology. While they serve a purpose in simplifying our thinking, understanding their influence is crucial for making sound decisions. Thanks for joining us today. Want to delve deeper into specific biases and explore more strategies to outsmart them? Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for future episodes.